It's just
Okay, so
weird.
okay, obviously, what do you always say to me? Don't say, "Oh, we're live."
No, I've already done it. Oh god, it is just like then, isn't it?
We'll be sitting here now for half an hour. Nobody will come in. They'll be like, two
Stop.
rejects.
Especially what you just said over there. God, I haven't spoke to you in God, it must be over a year, like on the phone.
Yes, it must be a year or more.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy.
Wow.
Evelyn is here.
It shows up on this. You don't have to open
Yeah,
YouTube.
you don't open YouTube because it won't let you anyway because it'll kick you out. The only thing is it freezes on this side if too many people talk in the chat,
Well, that ain't
and it'll
gonna
kick
happen.
you off. Grandma Kool-Aid, Evelyn.
I'm so excited. It's like old times. Yeah. Yeah. So.
We're so boring.
We used to do this all the time. And now we'll wait for you to mute and leave me on my own.
No, I'm gonna stay here. It's daytime. I'm not muting. Hey, Leslie Ann.
Should we go and get Stacey?
Will she ever confess it, own up to her trials and tribulations? Never. She'd rather die than admit it. She's gone off anyway, her end over there.
Okay, maybe she'll come up here.
If you want to bring her up here. Oh. Let's not do a shit show for the for the mongrels that want that. Evelyn, I'm excited to see you. I actually haven't seen you. I haven't seen you for a few days over in Sam's.
And we don't have to let people in anyway.
What's the news in the international drama community? You tell us, Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Kiki!
Oh, wow.
You don't watch it? I don't watch. Well, I watch Sam and Katie.
I just watch Beck and Stacey. There is no one else.
There is a lot of streamers, but they're all new people. They're all true crime.
I unsubbed loads of people. Like, you told me to watch that thing the other day and I wasn't even subbed anymore. Oh, and when Stacey used to put those videos up, I had to unsub her as well because it was just like 20 in a day.
Stacey has a life though, guys. She has a life. I'm out of the loop, but I need some tea. We could have stale tea, old tea. What kind of tea are you looking for, Kool-Aid?
Services are not installed. No, I don't want to.
How is Beck? She was live earlier on. She's probably asleep now, though.
She might be doing her course.
She's doing her homework.
Where's she getting all her money from? She's buying loads of things.
Oh my God, please don't be bothered about her money like the rest of them. Just don't care. Just don't care, Kirsty. Who gives a shit? You've got a Louis Vuitton handbag, don't you? Is it Louis Vuitton? Well then, let's not talk about Beck shit when you've got one of those handbags.
What's that got to do with it? I wanted to know. And I didn't buy that anyway.
Beck just likes to buy things now, computer stuff mostly.
Well, don't you mean the cats?
The cat.
The cat's got a better toilet than I have.
Hey, Ray. Are you? Who's Ray?
I don't know.
As long as this is not Rat Ray.
Hi, Stewie.
What was I even saying? I missed it. What I was saying. Lost my thought.
I don't know.
Well, let's bash TT like the old days.
No, I don't watch her. So
Kirsty's Trisha's best friend now.
No, I'm not.
Have you looked in at all since Sean left?
Looked in where?
At her live.
No.
I do often. I look in and I see those eyes and I'm like, hello, and I'm out of there.
I think he did the right thing going.
I
Everyone
going
used to feel sorry for him, and now he's gone. Everyone's mean.
because he left her for some woman that she was fighting with on the internet. Do you not think that's weird?
Well,
And then they're live every day for 2 hours a day talking about Trisha, the two of them. Now that's weird, Kirsty.
That's weird. I mean, there's no need to do
Every
that.
day they talk about her. That's weird. Oh, I can hear her cooing.
Yeah.
I want one. How did Moo? Has Moo felt jealous?
He's not jealous, but he's really rough. Always wants to pick her up, and always doing it behind my back. Like,
Oh,
I'll be
that's
asleep,
just boys for you.
He'll come in the room, and I'll wake up to her crying because he's done something, but I don't know what he's done because I was asleep.
That's kids for you. I remember when I brought Shay home. Billy was at my mum's. Now he was 2.5, like, so he wasn't even that big. And he got a slice of bread and he slapped the baby with the slice of bread.
Oh my god.
Then I knew I could never leave them together. And that's still to this day, one is 12, one is 10. They still don't get on with each other.
Ella hit Moo when he was baby. She kicked him.
They just don't like it when they come in.
He was laid in his bouncer and she just kicked him. But she couldn't wait for him to be born.
Hey, Sam.
Is Becky trying to seduce American women again? Would that be Lisa? She was
Lisa,
Welsh. Why did she leave?
She's gone. I don't think she's around anymore. I think Beck said that she wasn't on the internet anymore. I don't know. Sam, you need to mark Kirsty off your list, or she's not going to acknowledge you. She put you on a list, Kirsty.
That's all right. I like being on lists. As long as they're for all the wrong reasons.
I wonder, are you on Ken's notes, though? Because he takes notes. Kenneth takes notes on everybody.
Oh, does he? Has he got time with his fortnight?
No, he's got time because he takes notes. She's like, Kate, are you taking notes?
All right, so they literally sit and take notes. That's funny, actually, because I seen someone do that right on a pad. Maria, I put her on there because you told me to. Yeah, well,
I was mad with her. I'm still mad with her, but whatever. I want everyone to know Sam is not qualified to be the boss of me. Okay, Evelyn. She sure hell is the boss of me because she's a meanie when you cross her. I'm not going to be putting that list up there.
Well, as long as I'm on the same one as ATX, I'm sure I'll have fun.
Oh, God, you need to watch, girl, and then your opinion will change.
I've only seen them once.
Yeah, well, you need to watch. Like, just lurk in for 5 minutes every day. You get the gist. Insanely obsessed. Creepy.
And you think Trisha's prettier? That is a lie.
She is prettier, dude. Stop it. You're the worst meanie. I know, Sam. I do.
Right,
I do
who is THG?
Trisha's husband's girlfriend.
Oh, right. Because I keep seeing that and it's like, thug? What? Trisha's
husband's girlfriend, because they're not divorced and they're still together, or they're not divorced. I don't even know. She is Trisha's husband's girlfriend, though, because they're not divorced yet.
No, she's not.
Oh, she is, Kirsty. No wonder. Oh, no.
No wonder what?
No, took it back. No wonder you're fucking confused. Stick with the men, Kirsty. Stick with the men. I knew you were never gay anyway, Kirsty. It only took you 10 years to find out.
Oh my god, stop.
Oh,
I thought. I thought you were just meant to say anyway. You always do this to me. Well, you did.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Sorry, my
Yeah.
mother rang. Could you hear her talking?
No.
She rang and usually cuts me out. No, I didn't run off.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, I miss
Can't
those
even
days when
show
mine were
you
that
her.
small. You can't. Don't put her. No, don't show her. So what do you think of Rachella's lies Thursday?
About what?
Everything. My God. Can she even like say my name is Rachella without telling a lie? Well, that would be like her name is Rachel.
I honestly don't know. I have not watched, so I don't know what. I mean, I know she's not a nurse. That's one.
She's not a medium. Two,
Right.
she has sucked the life out of Michelle's channel and everybody's left.
Oh, I seen
Besides
that
trolling her.
yesterday. I seen you in there yesterday.
I was in there
going on
giving
about
it
her.
buckets yesterday. She took her wrench away, but Michelle won't listen to anybody. She's
What, she
still
took
convinced.
yesterday?
She's convinced that Nick hacked Rachella's phone and stole the news.
No. She sent those photos out, so she should get done for that because that's revenge porn. That's why I would have never, even if we were talking, I would have never forwarded it on to you.
Oh no, me neither. I sent it back to Michelle. She got it back. Or I sent her the messages from Facebook and then the picture that was like in the screenshot, not blocked out. And then I sent her the picture again, and it says up in the corner, Rachella Eppenstein came from her Facebook page. She says she's too much to worry about. Michelle has about her stimulus check.
If Michelle was brainy, I know she's brainy, but if she was brainy in that way, and you sent her the messages, like you'd be able to see that she's still talking the same or something. You know, normally if someone hacks you and they talk for you, they're going to talk different to you, type different. I mean, I know if I hacked you, everyone would know because, you know, I can spell.
Fuck you, you cunt.
I wasn't even correcting your spelling the other day. I was laughing at what you said. You said something.
Everyone, I don't care. I don't even care. Listen to me. Michelle knows deep down inside that she did do it, but she's got her warped around her finger. And then for the other fella, he who shall not be named, to say that he used to hunt down pedophiles and pedophile supporters, and he has our panel nightly, and she's worse than anybody. Who could do that? Long troll someone for a year and a half until they got their nudes, and then out in the wire, she messaged out in the wire and offered him the nudes. He turned them down.
When did anyone mention Nick?
Nobody mentions your name, Nick.
Hard to decipher any English. I don't even have a thick accent.
I sound like a bogger. That's okay.
I used to like the Irish accent until I met you.
Thanks. I used to like the English accent too till I met you.
I think it's because of all you fucking shouting, and now
I'm deaf, and you don't cut me any slack for my disability.
So
Here,
can you claim disability for that?
You can't. I think that if I put the intracranial hypertension into remission, my hearing will come back. But I'm way too lazy for that, dude.
In your body to science.
Of course I am, and I'm asking Nigel to do the same, but I don't know if he will.
What? Just so you can cut back on the funeral costs?
No, they take you and they give you back in ashes. You still have a funeral. You can put the ashes into the ground or keep them yourself. You still have a funeral and everything. It would be the very same as you dying and getting taken away for an autopsy, only you would be taken away to, we'll say, the local school where they'll use cadavers, and like they might have medical students that they might want the brain of someone with intracranial hypertension or the body of someone with muscular dystrophy. They give it back to you, and they give you back your ashes afterwards. It doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay for the burning of it, do you?
No, you don't have to. What is it, Nigel? Did they give you 2,500? We looked it up one time. They give you 2,500, I think. You get paid for it, of course.
My mum wants me to prepay for my funeral in case I die because she can't afford it. I was gobsmacked that at 30 I have to think about that.
Did they give you coverage though? Did you tell them that you had intracranial?
I looked up some quotes and they told me I was too young, but I think I was looking on the wrong ones because I would be able to get it.
You won't until you're 50. Funeral cover? No, I don't think so. Look at the ads that they be on TV. I think you won't. If you disclose that you have intracranial hypertension, they won't give you life insurance.
Well, then,
or any pre-existing diagnosis, like Nigel can't get life insurance because he has a pre-existing condition.
Yeah.
Evelyn, Kirsty's the most morbid person you'd ever meet. She'd rather talk about death than drama.
Oh, you had so much to talk about, and then you never talk about it.
But if you die of cancer, they won't take it. Oh, they won't. No.
Why not?
Real jugs win in my book. Jim, are you Kool-Aid? Are you over in the Juggalo community? Jamie's and Cyrax and all them. I'm just going to ask Jim because he just said jugs.
I think he means tits.
Oh, I thought he meant juggalos.
That's what jugs mean here. I don't
know. That's where Rachella's hanging out over there with the juggalos, and then she goes live with her juggalo music on. She's nearly 50.
With your what? Miss? I have no idea what that is. I can't read it.
Misgenerated broken brands of hyperbird monster sitting in the cart. I would.
Miscegenated. Seriously, I'm one of those people that will sound out the what like in salmon there's an L, so I'd go salmon. In sachet there's he's sachet.
He's talking about one of Sam's grandkids being a hyperbird monster. He's just a weirdo.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
He's a weirdo, man, I swear. Nick, you always cause trouble. Everywhere you go, you racist fuck.
No.
Is she trying to move around, Kirsty, trying to roll and all that? No.
No. I mean, she tries to move a bit, but not a lot. Yeah. She's just so greedy. Like, I will feed her. If I fed her now, as soon as she fed a bottle, she'd be quiet for 10 minutes. And she'd already be sucking her hands and everything. And she doesn't actually
Is she spewing a lot?
Spewing?
Yeah.
No.
So she doesn't spew up the milk a lot, because mine used to do that and have to drink more. Maybe you have to change the milk to hungrier milk for her to keep her satisfied.
I tried that, and she drank even less of it. So I thought, what is the point?
Kirsty Blocknick, he's been racist, mixed race kid. Sam's kids, grandkids. Sicko.
Race mixing is gross. Oh my god. I don't know if you can block from this side.
Probably not.
You can. If I got the right.
You're an idiot, Nick. Really? And he's so intelligent, you know that.
It blocks them for 5 minutes on here. Oh, is it 5 minutes? I'm thinking 3 minutes because it says 300. God, I'm so dumb.
Oh, hey, Wendy V.
Who? Nick.
Wendy V.
Who is Misty Rogers? Because I've seen them on Twitter and I don't actually know who it is. Like, did they have a different name?
I don't know. Me and Misty got into it over the boys. And Misty's been blocked since. I think she's boy. I've never seen her name until a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure. No, but me and names.
No, Misty's been around for a while. Well,
Don't pay me
me
nicotine
shout
them.
and stuff.
Me?
Yeah, I thought you had some
tea and Stacey. Look, if anybody is going to go into He Who Shall Not Be Named stream and go in there and say Jessica and Scottish did nothing, they're good people, it's not half Stacey on a troll account.
It does look like her, yeah.
It is her, and she said something that Lottie only said to the two of us, so how could the troll know what Lottie said?
Well,
so
this happened in Bex, actually. One, you know that red person? But now it makes sense, actually, because you said it's Ken.
That's Ken,
it makes sense now. But it did come in saying something about Lottie, and I'm thinking, why would Lottie come in on a troll account talking about herself?
No, it's Stacey on all those accounts. That's what she does all day long, and then she doesn't go live when she gets called out, you see. That's why she wasn't live last night, because she was waiting to be called out because we had already busted her. She's so stupid. And she over there and she bigging herself up. I did nothing. It was Kirsty and all that lot. Go away, Stacey.
What did I actually do? I only put out some DMs.
We all got to blame for the DMs, but we asked for the DMs for 2 years and she never gave them to us. 2 years we asked for the DMs.
I just put out mine with him. Did I put out theirs as well?
You put out theirs as well, I think.
Oh, well, I took them down once he said he was going to strike everyone.
I mean, you can't be friends with her.
Sometimes he cries, so it looks like, okay, you're moaning about me, so you clearly still, you still like me deep down. So I don't know if he would or not.
Strike you? Oh, he would have struck you. He didn't want to. He doesn't want the truth out there. So he silenced me. He silenced me and supposedly we have a ceasefire. I told him I wouldn't talk about him. You don't talk about me again. But he's been live talking about me since.
I like when he says, look, nobody's here to say anything, are they? Look, they're not coming. We're blocked. How can we? And the thing is with me is he can show his block list that he hasn't blocked me. He sometimes puts me in that censored word thing. So if I type, it will read my name and it won't let me in.
Of course. The games are endless over there. As I said, he called a ceasefire and then he hasn't stopped talking about me since. Yeah, that just makes no sense to anybody.
G Mangoes thing, and he just started on me for nothing. So he just wanted some attention.
All the time. It's all attention seeking. He's over there. He's over there, Kirsty, and for the last 2 days, he's bigging up his Discord.
Oh my God, I've never seen someone go on so much about a Discord group. It is like he's setting up, I don't know what. It's like it's some big fucking secret, and he said it over and over and over again, and only his friends are getting in it. Well, if it's only his friends, why not just message them privately? Why does everyone need to know?
And he's going to let Rachella in there.
All right, so we're all going to get to find out what he says then.
Of course, because she's going to leak it everywhere. She's long trolling him. She's long trolling him. I've never seen anyone. She's milking him good out. She wants his Adidas hoodie, his red one. She begs for a link every time she goes in the chat. She's in love with Vinny.
If anyone's going to get them, it's going to be Queen Bee, isn't it? And I think that's why he's making the Discord group, because she don't want to type in the chat anymore. She won't have disowned him.
No, but she can't go into a side chat and run her gob and then think she's untouchable to people. Because she was running her gob, was asking Vinny G to put your photo up there, and then came in Bex and cried foul. Oh, I don't know why you're all so mean to me. Why'd you think? And you're running your mouth in the side chat.
I know. What is this? Who's that?
But we're not getting an invite to Discord. It's only the boys club. The girls aren't allowed.
What really pisses me off, is if I go in there and defend myself, you cry that I'm in there and not fucking out there defending you, right? But you lot can all go in with troll accounts and type.
I do not troll him. I do not go in there. The only person that I can prove that trolls him and is trolling Rachella is Stacey. Stacey does all the fucking trolling for everybody. Nobody else needs to fucking troll.
I forgot why I said that.
The minute she says, "Gosh, Stacey's such a nice person,"
you know when it's her, because she always does that. It's so funny. Like, I just would cringe trolling, bigging myself up.
My ancestors.
Iraqis.
Oh, don't even talk to him, Sam. Just ignore him. We can't block him. Kirsty can't block him. She can only time him out for 5 minutes. Oh, Stewie's posted a video about Rachella.
Is that him as well?
Do you remember how she came here, Kirsty?
Who, Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Michelle.
But before that.
What do you mean before that?
She came from Tommy Jane Tudor's chat.
I wasn't there then. I just came back, and then you were trolling as that other person. And you got me so mad because you're out there going, I don't troll. And then I'm like, well, yeah, you did.
My trolling couldn't work. You couldn't even get Michelle to bend over and believe anything about Ray. It is unbelievable the hold that she has over. She's ruined her channel. She's going to do the same to Vinny G's. This is what she does.
Yeah, but he's not going to trust anyone now. He will.
Oh, he's talking to her privately, so that's his biggest mistake.
Yeah, I'm sure he will, but I don't think he'd be stupid enough to trust her.
She has proof that he trolls Stacey on a troll account as her son and posted her medication.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What? So he's made up a child account.
She has gone on panel and said that people ring her father, but now it is message her father. Yesterday was ring, and now it was message her father, constantly asking, did her mother and brother die? None of that is true. She said people contacted her and said that her brother was a Mason. I don't believe that her brother's a Mason because she's white trash. She's ghetto white trash.
Did you get anything good on that background check?
On the background check, just a weed. I probably didn't even do it properly. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Just weed. But she's not a nurse. She said on Vinny's panel yesterday that she works for the state and not the hospital. So legally, they couldn't put on her documents that she was a nurse. Is that right, people from America? She's the biggest liar that ever walked the earth.
I have.
She's in love with Vinny.
Who is?
Rachella. It's funny to see. But her and Moo were only trolling.
All these people just go backwards and forth.
I don't fucking. The whole Moo thing is just, Shirley, it's just a mystery to me.
Look, listen, she did tell us a long time ago that he had something against his mum when that first came out. And like, how are you meant to fake? How are you meant to, like? I could go on my internet now. I can't drum up one of those documents.
Yes, you could if you had a printer. Of course you could. And tear it. Did you look at the if Shirley Nolan and Jessica? Go look at that on her page. Look at the if. It's written by black pen. Okay. Go look at it. The document that I sent you came off a screen roll. It couldn't be faked.
No,
she sent that to somebody.
Got sent to our Hangouts.
I don't know where the document came from. I never saw it until a couple of. I never saw it in the Hangouts, so she never sent it to me.
No,
I never saw it.
She didn't send it. She got hacked, and that person sent that.
She was never hacked.
Well, she never used that account again.
Kirsty, she was never hacked. That was Jordan. This is the games that she plays.
Why would Jordan send his own stuff out?
He sent her nudes out as well and blocked out her genitalia.
I didn't get them.
I got them and blocked out her genitalia on it. It was fucking Jordan doing it. These are the mental games that she plays. This is why I couldn't be friends with her, because she would come to me and say, Stacey said this, that, and the other about you. I'd go and I'd ate the face off Stacey. You know what I'm like. And then talking to Stacey, and she sent me a screenshot and Moo be lying. Just stirring the pot constantly.
Yeah, but all the time. Did that with me.
But did she make you complicit in her trolling and rolling though?
No, she really didn't.
That's what she did to me. She wanted me to go on panels and fight Stacey and go on her panel and drag Stacey and be friends with her.
No.
I'm not like that. I'm friends with you till I have an issue with you, and I cannot be friends with Stacey. She's too much. It all started, what day is today? Sunday. It all started Thursday night with her sending me messages saying, I'm done. He's leaving you, Marie. He's leaving you for me, my husband.
I saw that.
Thursday she started it with this paranoid delusions and that my husband was leaving me for her. I said, I'll pack his bags now. I'll help him get to the airport to go to Scotland to her. She can have him. She's so
I wouldn't be able to let someone be messaging my partner.
She's not even talking to him anymore. She's done for.
I can't believe he's on there. I didn't believe it at first because he was proper level-headed, wouldn't let you online. Oops.
He is absolutely still all of those things. Of course, he had to come online and defend them trolling his children.
Yeah, but if you just turn it off for a bit, it would have all stopped.
Oh, now we know that. But you see, Moo will drop her 2-minute videos or her 3-minute videos like Corey that she rags all the time. And that's it. There's no more said. The other fella ran his mouth 24 hours a day. It went on for weeks. It was never ending. Everything was Irish Marie this, her crippled children that, and the other. He wouldn't stop. I don't give a fuck about Moo. She's going to get beat up. I promise you, the Irish that live in Blacktown are going to beat her the fuck up.
She didn't post any more stuff.
She doxed Nigel's relative.
Oh, that. I saw that account, but I didn't know who that was.
It's Nigel's relative, a far out relation of Nigel's. She doxed them.
Let's not speak of the dead.
As in Moo, she'll be dead when she's getting on a bus, and wait until the predator posters go into her neighbours' houses or are post on poles around where she lives. Can't touch her from here, but I'm going to get her beat up.
You gave her the ultimatum after she did that.
She did, and then she put up the other video afterwards.
Yeah, nothing of you.
That's still a dox. I told you take all the videos down. I'll take mine down, and she can live as a pretend that she's not Shirley and that she's a man online for the rest for days. Leave me alone, because it's only going to end up worse for her.
I can't believe it. Hey, I'm not ruthless. I don't do anything like that.
I can't even believe that she dropped your DMs and you shady motherfucker caught talking about me to her. You won't find a DM anywhere about me talking about you, bitch. It doesn't matter.
When you pissed me off, I will speak. There'll be a few times in there where I've mentioned you, especially when I first came back, because we weren't talking for months. But it's nothing that I ain't already
Misty, Jenny Jen is a single white. She's after posting a video. It's probably about you.
You know, I think that you controlled Stacey.
How can anybody control her?
Right, you go in, and you're like, block them, don't talk to them. It's like when you
But sure, why would she keep talking to Ben and Paul after what they did?
It's okay, just listen to it. Let me just. When you was on Sam's panel and she was talking, you're like, oh, just don't listen to her, just block her or whatever you were saying. It's like they've got a mind of their own. You don't need to tell them what to do. So that's basically what I'm saying about Stacey.
But it's like minding a toddler. You have to keep telling her. Why would she be friends with Ben and Paul after all they did to her? And then she was in the She May account singing Vinny's that I set her up to do this. To troll these two men. I don't even know who they are nor where they came from.
Then it probably is her if she said stuff like that as well.
She is a pure weirdo, man. And myself and my husband gave her a lot of time. No more, dude. No, I was trying to help her.
I didn't get a phone call off your husband. Damn, you must really like Stacey, and I was the one that had to get you to be friends with her in the first place.
I feel sorry for her, and I was trying to help her get off the drink, dude. And then she's like, on the Monday, oh, I'm off the drink. I'm not drinking no more. 2 hours later, sure, I'm just having a glass of wine.
Tuesday wines.
Can't even. And the more she keeps smoking, the more messed up her brain is going to be because she's got her own issues anyway, and that weed ain't helping her at all. She's paranoid.
Yeah, well, I know someone that used to smoke weed, and every night would they become paranoid with me, and it used to fuck me off.
Well,
don't know if
that's
you
what
can
happens.
remember.
And I mean, if you've already got a disorder where you're paranoid, that's not going to help you. Sorry, I was eating my dinner. Now I'm finished.
I like her. I feel for her. Oh, where are you, Stacey?
She's hiding in the bushes, girl. Did you see how sneakily she muted me?
I didn't see her mute you because when you have the thingy up, it covers up your mute thing. I just thought you dropped out again.
Let me read the comments that she said. I feel sorry for Lottie and Scottish. Half of them just be her friends. Nothing else. She seems loyal.
Hang on a minute. It sounds like you, actually. I can't spell.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think Jess and Scottish are involved from what I see. From what I see when I do, lol. Then the next one was, this is not what I said. I said that Jessica Moo and Scottish don't hang with the crowds. Who else would that be but Stacey?
Anyone that's name's mentioned. I would think... I would have thought Ray, but she was in there too, wasn't she?
No, she was. And how did Stacey know that Ray was talking to the account when she was having a birthday party outside for Ken? She said that in panel. Yeah, Ray was the first to talk to that account because she was in there trolling.
What do you mean?
She was in there. Stacey said on panel that she was at a birthday party for Ken outside, that she wasn't trolling.
Yeah.
And then she said on panel, but Ray was the first person to talk to that account. How did she know?
But then pretending she was outside. Well, then it
was her. Who else would do that? I wouldn't even troll him nor go in his chat. I think he's disgusting with his fake ceasefire, and he still talks about me every day, trying to silence these women and the things that they have to say. But let the other women do it.
Mm. Misty wrote to you.
Misty said, I support Irish in her family, even though she doesn't like me.
She's not
Misty.
From she said.
See, Misty had an argument with me about the boys on Twitter. Told me I was disgusting for saying they were a bunch of predators and creeps. And I blocked her because she kept going on and on and on.
So she said they were predators and creeps, and you...
No, I said they were predators and creeps, and she's like, fuck you, I know good people for the boys. And I'm like, okay, crazy.
It is below the belt to call him a child predator. Because
a child predator, listen to me.
Listen, that was going on before he went on about your kids.
Listen to me. The child predator never happened, Kirsty. I call him a pedo after the fact that he keeps saying it himself.
Right, okay, but at the beginning, someone was calling him a child predator.
A groomer, he was called from the beginning by all of us.
I don't think you'll see me going about anywhere saying that.
I still think he's a groomer, but whatever. But isn't she just as bad, dude? Look, she's done it to Ben and she's done it to fucking Paul. Whoever these two guys are, wherever they were in from.
Yeah, that is some kind of... I don't know, maybe she is lonely. I mean, come on, if you were with... I'm sure you'd seek something else.
But you can't do that when you're with someone. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're not all together there. They're smoking all
But
the
she
time,
had friends, Kirsty. She has lots of people helping her behind the scene, but she'd rather do the fuckery, like. Yeah, she'd rather text me on Thursday and tell me my husband's leaving. It's like leaving me for her.
She obviously likes the attention of someone talking to her like that, because I never engaged in it. I wouldn't do it. And that's why I wouldn't talk to her, because she wanted to talk like that and I didn't want to.
But we were trying to get her to get clean, stop drinking, stop abusing the medication, stop doing the weed. And she just didn't want to do it.
She can only do that if she wants to.
She doesn't want to.
No.
She doesn't want to. This is just easier. But it'll all fall apart for Stacey when the COVID-19 is ended, and you know why, and I know why.
Oh, because nothing will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are we going to explain that? Darlene, Stacey started her craziness on Thursday. She sent me a message and told me my husband was leaving me for her.
So Marie packed his bags and told him to F
And I
off
was like, you can have him, that's fine. I'll help him pack. And my husband, and he's dying laughing coming home from work.
The thing is, Marie sat next to him when they're messaging, so...
Me and my husband sit down next to each other, and he was never talking to Stacey unattended. Thursday, Darlene. This is going on since Thursday. It's like Stacey goes from manic to paranoid, and she had been manic up until Thursday, and then the slip came, and then the paranoia set in, and then it was because I was talking to Kirsty, she kicked the bucket over it, but I had every right to message Kirsty the information that I had.
I think it was like, what I feel is she thinks, oh, they're speaking to each other behind the scenes. That's it. They're going to go against me now. I think that.
And it happened, and she made it happen herself.
Yeah,
not with you. She caused it all herself.
But I guess if she was insecure, and that's the way it was going to go.
She needs therapy concerning men. Seriously, I don't know, Darlene. Can she just get a fucking sex toy like normal people?
I think she's unhappy but can't leave, if I'm honest.
But we would have helped her with that too.
Yeah, but you're not there in person for supporting that.
I know.
And then there's children involved and all that, so it's just... I guess it's easier to stay with him for her. Oh my God, I miss
Smoker's cough. Are you here for me? Because that's me with a smoker's cough. Always got a wispy chest. Y'all, do you still smoke, Kirsty?
No, I used to vape that CBD. I bought it again and burnt my throat, and I haven't touched it since.
Oh, it's probably because you needed to change the coil as well.
I don't just put it in. Actually, my ex said that as well. She was like, "Oh, you need to change the coil." I'm like, "I've just put it in."
Misty, I see you, Misty. I'll unblock you, and it's fine. It's all for attention, Darlene, and it's anything. And it's like Kirsty when she was in the chat that night.
Oh no, she used to claim that he was a cousin to me when she first came around. She wanted me to think he was her cousin so that she could talk to me. And then do you know what? She gets so mad that I say this, and she's like, "Oh yeah, look at you. You think I want you and don't want you and all that." And then she'll go back into a hangout and then like apologize and all that shit, and pretend she didn't talk to me like that. And she fucking did.
This is
I used to get mad.
And that's it. And clearly that she's saying that Cherie is Moo's mother, and she's only been saying it today. She's starting to Moo again. See, she's a liability, and she's a flip-flopper, and she'd go back over to Vinnie G's in a hot second.
Backwards and forwards to different people.
I can't no more. I'm cut her out of it. No more. And then like I feel sorry for her whole situation. No more. I cannot be friends with her. She's too much.
I couldn't cut her off completely. Like she messages like every once in a blue moon, and I do reply to it. But I could never sit and message her like you did.
I've got her blocked though, so she can't even message me. And you see, the thing is, like, I had to tell her all day long that I didn't use Hangouts till evening time, and I could open my Hangouts and have a shitload of messages from her, and it's like all day.
Yeah, really.
Paul, do I know who you are? Paul, do I know who you are? Have you ever interacted with me outside Stacey's panel?
There's a boyfriend, guys.
Have you ever interacted with me outside Stacey's panel?
So where is Paul from?
Paul is from Australia, and apparently something about me and Stacey. I don't even fucking know what that cunt Rachel said.
That I can't even remember being in there. That was way before I left here for 5 months. Did she say that you hacked somebody, Kirsty? What did she say about you? Did she say I hacked someone?
No, Rachel. How you got the picture?
Huh?
How you got the picture?
What picture? Oh no, she hadn't mentioned me having the picture. I only told out on the wire that I had the picture.
Oh.
She can't say how I got the picture.
She can't.
She'd
But sure,
be,
the picture was sent to Moo, and Moo sent it to Sammy. Sammy went live talking about it and thought it was Beck's bits, and it was Michelle's.
I'm not saying how I got it because it really don't matter. The fact is, it got.
The fact is, it's disgusting, and the woman is a vulnerable adult, and she done that. There's no getting away from it. No lie that she'll ever tell. She did do it. She's long trolled her for a year and a half to get her nudes to prove that she wasn't a hermaphrodite. That's fucking sick.
Well, it shut everyone on, wouldn't it?
Well,
is a man. Is it a man or what? Because
look, I looked. It looks like a penis
I don't
to
see
me.
where the V is.
There is none.
To me, it looks like really tiny balls. And
this
penis.
Is why I think Rich left the internet, because he did that documentary on her. He's gone, yeah.
Why would he leave? Just because the documentary is not true?
Oh, listen, he did the documentary and she gave him medical information that she was a hermaphrodite, and that was obviously faked information.
Right, you
because
have to leave over that, doesn't it? It's not his fault.
Paul, what I'm trying to say is I don't know you outside Stacey's, and I've never met you before.
Yeah, anyway, where's he from, Paul?
Paul is an Australian man.
What is it with Australians?
But Paul, what I'd love you to be honest about is who brought you over here to Stacey.
Probably Stacey. Where did he
go? Rachel and Moo brought him over here. To troll Stacey, and it worked.
You think they troll everyone, you do.
But no, he's friends with him. He's friends with him. Go watch his videos.
You know, like you was always like, oh, that's Karen, that's Karen, that's Karen.
Peters.
Well, because you do that a lot, like, because you think everything's always something. When it actually is, it's hard to believe in that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'm going to question all of this because half the time it's not true. So then the times that you are, like, you have got it, it's like, ugh.
But your speculation is speculation amongst friends. But that was Stacey's account last night. But she's not that fufa. Like I blamed her this morning for being fufa in Sammy's. She's not fufa. But it is sure it is. It's Moo on 2 accounts talking to herself.
Right, okay.
Talk about weirdness, man.
We've all trolled.
Never. Who trolls and has a conversation with themselves in a chat?
Oh no, I've never had a conversation with
That's fucking weird. Backing yourself up on a troll account.
Oh, damn.
Hey Tessa. Oh look, Karen Peters.
No, but that really is.
Pig man, don't be nasty. He comes from the UK drinking community. That's where Stacey's going to go next. And
can you remember that Man and Woman you told me to watch?
Oh yeah, Paul and
I have no idea.
Like you gotta have sass. You gotta understand banter when you go over there. Stacey's gonna get trolled to death over there.
Drunk.
I've told her not to go over there. I've begged her not to go over there. Yesterday morning, she went live and was listening to Pat Mustard. So she's over there. There is a drinking and gambling community over there, Tessa. Now, I don't know what they call themselves. I call themselves the drinking community. What's going on here? Like, we're having a panel. Big man.
One day I'll come up and explain. I can't remember how I met Stacey. I think she was on Straight Drop. What the hell is Straight Drop? Is this a dating app?
Can I have a charger, please?
Once I came to see this TT, I was hooked on the DC. What?
Travel community. Yeah. Trisha was the best fun for all those years.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah. It was
do you remember when June used to come in here and then he'd go troll her? We'd be live, she'd be live.
Yeah.
One, apparently we groomed him. We were groomers and we groomed him. He's still around, you know that he
Yeah,
goes
I
live.
watched once and I couldn't do it anymore. It's just the same thing over and over again. He's a young boy, isn't he? So
He's a bit funny. He's a bit funny. Some of the things that he says are funny.
it's always Katie that he's
It was
streaming.
Amy Slayton as well.
Oh, is he
Darlene.
changed now?
No,
Oh
he's
no, you're
doing
talking to someone else.
Darlene. It was Amy Slayton. I found a video of Trisha mocking Amy Slayton.
I found
That's
Amy and then found Ron, and then all the others came along. I liked it when it was just me.
Ron, he's still around doing his thing. I'm not sub.
Well, I followed him on Twitter the other day, actually. Yeah.
I have you blocked on Twitter. You're blocked at the house.
Yes, I know I am. I don't even know why, because you're locked anyway. What's the point? Do you know what? I don't think this whole time that we've talked,
I open my Twitter up
Twitter.
every couple of hours and then I have to close it again, and then I block the people that add me when I have it opened. I don't even care who they are.
Why did you block me? Why did you block me?
I blocked you because we weren't speaking to each other. We didn't speak to you. Were blocked for a whole week. So that you couldn't message me and be like, "Oh, Marie,
have I ever
cut my
messaged
finger."
You on Twitter? Have I ever messaged you on Twitter? No.
When you used to be around, no, not really. We used Hangouts or Facebook. Bye, Missy.
Yeah, you posted that bloody video, didn't you? Was it an
She
actual
sent me
video
that
or...
picture. She sent me that video
Was it
deliberately. It was a video.
Yeah, but when you posted it on Twitter, was it a screenshot or a picture?
It was a video she made of you.
Let everyone see the video.
It was a video she made of you. I didn't put it out on my channel because I didn't know how to block your face out of it without seeing her writing. She sent that to me as FOD against you eventually. To use it against you eventually. She sent that to me as FOD against you. To use it against you down the road.
I remember when I first saw that, and do you know what? I was so offended, and
I don't even remember that.
Years ago, it did actually get to me, and
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I did, because I reported it because I wanted it down. But I don't know why. Looking now, watching it, I think it's funny. But back then, I guess I was a bit of a snowflake.
You didn't even be a snowflake now to befriend her. You befriended her.
No, yes. Behind the scenes, she is really funny, and I don't know, we did get on. I think when it came to the pictures, the videos on your kids, the last one, I just had to back out.
But it's not even that. Look, listen to me. I'll fight with anybody on the internet all day long. They can fight with me. They can call me fat. They can say what they want about me. When you go for kids, you lose. That instantly.
Video where your daughter was it a troll next to her?
Listen to this. Let me show you. I can't show you. I can't get out of. She was in Sammy's this morning saying that my daughter, looks like she is a mutant kid and that she's transgender.
Oh my God.
She can't even fight with people like adults. She has to bring the kids.
If you had have just ignored it all, it would have stopped, because as she's admitted, she only does it because it gets to you. So if you didn't let it get to you, it would have stopped.
But she's not stopping. She's constantly trolling and talking about me. She never stopped.
Yeah, because
she didn't drop your DMs. She dropped my DMs.
Yeah, but she's going to drop mine, isn't she? Because I guess that's just.
I don't care what she does now. The gloves are.
Flag the wall off. But, you know.
The gloves are off. The gloves are off when it comes to her. It's out of my hands. She's been passed around Blacktown, where she lives, to the Irish people. People have already drove around on her neighbourhood. She will be caught and she will get a beating.
Who did that video? It wasn't you, was it? Well, clearly it wasn't you.
What video?
Well, you said to her, you threatened her with that video. Remember when people drove around your internet? That wasn't because of you, was it?
I don't know. I'm not talking about that. No, you don't
know who did it.
I do know who did it.
But, okay.
I'll tell you who it was after.
It Tessa?
No. Was not Tessa. It was an Aussie. I'm a survivor, says Tessa. We're both survivors of Shirley, Tessa. then to lie, even in her own documents, it said that the barring order was lifted in 2019. It clearly says it's in place until 2021. They're not allowed to be together.
I mean, I don't want to talk about that, but she did
But
say
you-
it was still ongoing.
Exactly. Just more lies on top of more lies.
I mean, I don't care if she's trans or not. I don't care if her real name is Shirley or not. But I just want to know if I was personally lied to when I actually, really liked talking to her.
But did you not get the name of her video
What?
that she made when she dropped your DMs? Do you not understand that she clearly said in that video, stated in the title of that video, she's been trolling you?
That's the thing. I don't know what that title means. I read it over and over again and I still couldn't get it. So I am clearly thick as shit.
That, to me, read it out. What does the title say? She's actually posted another one now.
Something about the week being led or something. What? I don't
Yeah.
know.
So that's an insinuation. She was trolling you since day one. Here's my whole take. My whole take on it. She came here from day one. Correct me, anybody, if I'm wrong. Tessa, you've a better memory than I have. I have an old lady's memory, and I'm not even joking. She came here from day one. She contacted Beck and told Beck that she was gang raped and that Sammy videoed her being raped and posted it on Facebook. That is how she came into this community. Then, when Beck was fighting with Sammy, when she met up with Sammy, she went for Beck. Then she was trolling Beck in the back, Sammy as well in the background. She's always been trolling Sammy. Always. She doesn't like Sammy at all. Sending her shit in the mail, fucking making videos about her. She's constantly. And Beck. But she thought by befriending Beck and telling Beck that she was trans, because Beck is the biggest mouth ever, everybody knows that Beck was going to out her and everybody would shun Beck and she could take Beck's place in the community because she is obsessed with Beck.
But
she's
at
that
this
one.
time, Beck wasn't.
She's that.
Well, she's still not. But why would you want to take Beck's place? I just don't. I must be thick, okay?
Because you don't. Obviously, you don't have
what
the
place did Beck have?
Can I have a charger? Beck had her own little few. We were all in there. We were all friends before she came along. Look at all the friendships that she smashed to pieces.
Right, I want to say she did not. I wasn't talking to you before I came back, and that's when I started talking to her. We weren't talking before that.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about while you were gone and all of us that were all friends. There was loads of us that were friends with each other. She smashed all those friends to pieces. Then you came back and I wasn't speaking to you and she befriended you and was trolling you. It's pretty obvious, just like she was trolling me, trolling us both.
Well, what she'd done is she had messaged me to tell me about Vinny, and I thought, I've been away for a long time. It was really nice of her to tell me. So we just started talking.
Yeah, but that's a ploy to get in with everybody. That's why she goes to. Why does she go to everybody and try to twist stuff to get information out of them, or goes to them and tells people lies to get information out of? Why? Like, you can't think that you are the only one that she didn't do that when she's done it to everybody.
No, I honestly thought she liked me.
No, I think she infiltrated our friendship.
But I don't get that. We weren't friends.
Yeah, but we're always not friends and always friends, Kirsty. When did we have a smooth path of being friends?
But she always knew that I'd never say anything about you or anyone, and I never have give any information. So,
well, I knew you'd never give her information because we've shared too much together. But I think that's what she was there for. Look at what she was doing to for Corey over for Stewie. She was befriending Stewie's friend. I'm not going to mention her name, to get Stewie's picture to give it to Corey. Come on, who has time to troll like that? Who has time to make up court documents and fucking rip them up and put black buyer on them? It's just weird. There's just... Yeah, she has no life, dude.
Well, I don't think anyone that's on here really has life, really, do they?
But sure, everybody does. Of course they do. We all have duties and stuff to do in life. We ain't all sitting here at fucking 5 o'clock in the evening with a glass of wine smoking a joint. Not me. We're just after having dinner in my house.
I'm warm in your bottle. Oh, God. God, did you hear that? Fucking hell.
Stewie. Generation Productions.
Oh, my God.
She is. I hear they're having twins, Alex.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Right, the bottle has exploded in the microwave. Her milk is gone all over.
Just
Oh,
get a
oh
bleach
no, I
spray.
put it on for 3 minutes instead of 40 seconds.
What I used to do, Kirsty, with all mine was I would put the bottle in a mug or a cup and heat it up that way with the hot boiling water for the kettle.
Right, but
And
I've got those man bottles and it's got holes in the bottom and it always gets stuck in there. I hate it.
And then at night time when I was going to bed, I used to bring a flask with me. And obviously the first feed would be cooled down. And then by the time you put them back into bed, you mix up your second feed. And then it's cooled down by the time they wake up for it. That's the way I always did it anyway. But everyone does it differently. And the hospitals have loads of new rules with how you make bottles now. But I always did it the old school way in my 3 pregnancies. Never listened to the midwives or the midwife that came out.
Started making all 6 bottles.
And letting them cool. As long as they're in the fridge, they're not sitting out room temperature. You're fine. No bacterial growing on them.
I know. My mum used to do it with my brother and me, and
we're all fine, aren't we?
Exactly.
I don't know. We're a bit touched. Let's tell the truth, especially you.
Now she's got to have the pre-made stuff out the shop because otherwise she's going to scream.
Well, they're handy as backup, but they stain the clothes, don't they? They're terrible. They stain the bibs and the fucking baby grows and everything. Oh, I want a baby so badly. So bad.
As soon as I had her, I wanted another one. I don't know, I just like the feeling of her being in there.
Stewie, Shirley put a hit out, $1,000 for your picture. I used to make them all up for the day. Yeah, and you just warm them if you warm them in a mug with boiling water, it'll be heated up in a minute or two as well. The first child gets everything, Darlene. The first child is the best clothes, the designer this, the designer that. No, the second gets less, and the thirds get lesser.
No. Well, she's got no pass-me-downs, has she? Because she's far... Well, not that my other girl wears girly clothes, but she'd be far too young for her hand-me-downs. So.
And they'd be out of fashion anyway.
Yeah,
that's the thing about hand-me-downs. Well, but baby girls are okay and stuff that. Yeah. But I would do everything if I was going to do it this time around again. I'd buy everything secondhand, clothes, the buggies.
I bought the playpen secondhand because she'd only used it once and it was in fantastic condition. But everything else I bought new. But I don't know. I just feel like I want to spoil her because she might be my last. Who knows?
You'll have one more.
Yes. Oh, I love her so much.
The boob didn't get through. Ew, have you ever tried to breastfeed? It's fucking sore, Black Velvet. Fuck
yeah,
that.
I did try it. It hurt too much. I don't know how they do it.
Ew, and then can you just imagine you're healing after giving birth and you could have been hours giving birth and then cracked nipples? Fuck that. I gave mine all a bottle. I was going to breastfeed my last girl, only she was born too quick and she had a grunt. And they told me I would have to stay in hospital. She was born with a grunt, so she came out too fast. So she was grunting, trying to catch her breath.
Okay.
And they had to put her in an incubator with oxygen. She literally she was born in an hour, like she literally just flew out. How long were you in labor with the baby?
Not long.
2 hours?
We were up there for 12 hours all in all, but they wrote down in my notes that something took 11 minutes. But like
the head, maybe?
They wouldn't give me anything because they were like, no, it's too early. If we give you it now, it's not going to work in the later stages. Within a few minutes, I was pushing her out.
They always did. They did that shit to my mother too when she was having my brother. Oh, the anaesthetologist will be on a while. Never gave her none. But I actually find that an epidural slows labor completely down. I was 16 hours.
I only got gas now and it didn't work.
Stewie, 1K. I already know what you look like, Stewie.
I'll pay after you come up.
I'm gonna start tweeting out pictures of what I think you look like, Stewie, today.
Yeah.
I pushed twice with my girl as well, and that was 11, and like the pains weren't even that bad. But I think an epidural slows your labour down anyway, Kirsty. Prolongs labour. Did they give you gas and air?
Yeah, but it didn't work. I remember it working with Moo, and this time it didn't work.
Oh my God, it makes you feel like you're so fucking drunk.
Yeah, I didn't like that feeling. I did when I was having Moo. I loved it, but I didn't like it this time around. It was horrible. Felt like I was going.
And then it feels like when you're clamping down the thing inside your mouth, you feel like you're going to break your teeth. You're biting it so hard while you're screaming and trying to suck the air at the same time.
It does make.
I bought all the stuff, Darlene, for the last one, and they said that they'll have to keep me in hospital. When you get to your second and third child, you can leave the hospital after 24 hours, but the child has to be 24 hours born. So if you have it in the middle of the night, you've got to wait. And they said I would have to stay inside for a day and a half extra to learn how to breastfeed. And I was like, nah, I was right. I just wanted my own bed. Sure, the hospital, you can't even sleep there. Sleep in hospital
Oh my God. We went to try and check out before my 48 hours was up because the baby next to us just would not shut the fuck up. And I know it wasn't the baby's fault, but man, I could not sleep. And then he was waking her up. We tried to get out early, but we couldn't. So in the end, we just had to go back to our room and go sleep with everyone in there fucking crying.
What do you think about Sammy's fiance moving in?
She like they've legit moved in now, yeah. They've sold the house and moved in.
They sold the house. I think they brought like a wagon with them, like a caravan that you take to the beach.
Okay, so they're not actually like in their house.
So no, so they're going to live on the property on a house that's on wheels. So like that be a trailer or a caravan or whatever. Sammy and her family are going to live in the main house, and Bob is going to live in the flat and use the main house. So he's going to live in the flat. Marie and the hubby are going to be on their wheels, and Sammy's building a tiny house. When Bob sells his house for 40,000, she's buying a 50,000 tiny house so that she can go into the tiny house and have sex with her girlfriend and nobody can bother them. Can you imagine the two of them? They've no teeth. Neither one of the two of them have teeth. Oh my God, they're so ugly. Jesus.
Well, I'm guessing she'll live in the main house, Evelyn.
She's just mixed in amongst a whole lot of that fuckery, Evelyn, that poor child.
Which house shall I go and stay in?
I predict Vinny will get a girlfriend and leave. What if, Marie's used to this affairs, extramarital affairs, because she left her first husband for the guy that lives next door. She was jumping over the ditch and shagging him. So I'm not joking. So Marie will probably hook up with Vinny and Sammy left all alone. Before, I bet you Sammy will spend all that money, man, that she got for her house. She must have at least got 100,000, a bit more maybe.
But I thought they had this big millionaire house then. Has that been quashed yet?
The millionaire house doesn't exist. The mother-in-law, they went there, and when they were coming home, Sammy was live. I don't know, it was Christmas time. And when they were coming home, like, she was bragging the mother-in-law had all these houses that she had rented out. And when they got in the car, Sammy was live, and Vinny says, never knew she was live. And Vinny says, Mum could only give us $50 for petrol on the way home. She didn't have no more money left for the week. So that'll tell you that she's not rich either. She ain't building them no fucking castle in the Hollywood Mountains of Melbourne. Please.
But again, why would you lie about that shit? Like, it's not impressive. It's like, why would you lie about the Brussels? Like, were we really that impressed?
We actually were. How fucking sad. We were so gullible. Oh, when I think back at all the lies, we were so gullible.
I just can't imagine being impressed over Brussels sprouts or a farmer.
We were though. How fucking sad. But look at the old ones over there that are impressed by him and Nike and Adidas today, fucking dancing around like he's having a fucking seizure.
Oh my God, that suit he had on. I felt sorry for him because he'd come in this suit and he thought he looked proper good. And then everyone was taking the piss and he was like, right, I'm going to change into something more comfortable. Clearly he did it because he was embarrassed. I just felt sorry for him. That he thought
the suit was from the 1980s and he was pretending that he went to a solicitor. And then no solicitors opened over no social. That's just like he was trying.
Facial contact.
That's
Yeah.
just like he was trying to get back super chats from Sam, and he can't get him back. So he went live
The
yesterday, and
thing
he's like,
is,
"Well,
it was PayPal, and she'd already said that day or before that they'd got her PayPal shut down, so he won't be able to get it back anyway.
oh, I thought it was super chats. I thought it was
I
two
heard
super
him say
chats. It was true.
PayPal.
But have you seen the black and white hoodie? No,
No,
the Nike
no.
one. He's like a little fat panda dancing around. It's really bad. You need to see it
I
with
was
all the
going
Nike
through
signs.
my stuff, and I've still got that screen recording of when he showed us his ass. When he danced near the wall with his ass out for a bit when we was all friends.
I don't think I was talking to him then. Me fell out over the daddy stuff. You're my daddy. And I wouldn't say you're my daddy to him.
Yeah. I remember when he went hard on me for Blue, and then Blue's turned around and done whatever.
No, he turned around and he blasted Blue and called her a whore and everything else.
Yeah, but when I was calling her all that, it was wrong. Now he can call her it.
That's because he uses women, just like Rachel is to the forefront now, because she's easy pickings for everybody. But he shoots himself in the foot because he doesn't hang around with paedophile supporters. She's the biggest one that's out there. And don't say that she isn't. She's related to Tommy Toother, so she is.
Yeah, that doesn't make her a paedophile, does it?
Well, it makes her some sort of a supporter when she was in the mod there.
Well, being a mod, yeah, I guess.
Do you really think that was a good idea, the red wrapper hoodie outfit? Evelyn. Someone else was dressing him, not himself. He only throws money to channels to try and impress.
His girlfriend is dressing him. Oh, that Blue is just... Oh, her voice grates me.
She sounds like Rennie. I've actually met up with her since. She sounds like Rennie.
Since?
Blue.
I thought
met up
Rennie
with her.
I was like, what the fuck?
She's a lad. She was around again, Rennie. She was on.
Oh, don't mention her because she'll do a video saying that you're talking about her.
Okay.
Yeah, she was in Bex.
No, she's in the ASMR community under her own legal name, whispering about, I was out, so I went on a Tinder date, and he stuck his dick in my ass, and I loved it, and it was lovely. That is what she's doing over there, and then she's like, oh, this is AMR. This is AMSR. I put on a nurse's outfit, and he fist me up the asshole. Please. Good.
What? You have to lay her on the back for a bit.
Darlene, I find the whole thing very sad. And what I find sad is that he's being controlled by Hondo and that fucking single white female, Jenny Jen. And they sucked the life out of his channel. And they have made him look like he's bat shit crazy. The way that he spins out on her. And that is down to them. And that Jenny Jen is a serious single white female. She is psycho, dudes. Psycho. Is this all I have for I have a new one there. Do you want to get off, Kirsty, and go feed that Baba?
Yeah.
And we said we'd only do it for an hour. maybe this might become a Friday night thing. Today's only Sunday.
Not Friday.
We should do Friday nights like we used to. But then we need to keep our nose clean and stay out of all the drama.
Yeah.
Crackhead mothers that support pedos are going to burn in hell. I've never had crack, Stewie. I don't even think there's crack in Ireland. I've never heard of someone being on crack around here. Have you, Kirsty?
Crack?
Crack is the stuff they smoke and they go like they bent over like zombies from it.
No, just Spice that does that here.
And Spice does that too. Like I've never heard of anyone being. I suppose I live in such a small, secluded place anyway. Hopefully, Darlene, I'll twist Kirsty's arm and maybe you're going to get bored of mothering Baba. When she gets into a routine, you're going to have lonely nights
God, I'd
at
love
home.
for her just to go to sleep for like 2 straight hours in the day.
Why don't you try to swaddle her?
Yeah, she is better when she's like the blankets on her.
So you swaddle her tightly like you would hold her in your arms, let her fall asleep and then put her down. The more you hold her, Kirsty, the more she's going to keep you awake and the more she's going to be in your bed.
Yeah.
My brother was 10 before he got out of the bed, my mother's
Oh,
bed, 10 years old.
Jesus.
10 years old, and he's still in he was still in my mother's bed. He's 21 now. He slept in there till she was 10. She never put him in a cot. She put him up in the pillow at night time in between herself and my stepfather.
Yeah, she's been in my bed since since we came back from the hospital.
I couldn't do that. I'd twist around so much I'd be afraid I'd roll over, baby.
No, I don't.
But try to swaddle her tight,
Yeah.
Kirsty, and put her down that way and see will she sleep. Or do you have a swing? No.
No, we just got a rocker. But
God,
you
I
should
wish
have
you were.
been stuff like that.
If you lived here, I could have given you that stuff. I've loads of that shit in the attic. Remember the videos? Yes, Stewie. Did you post that? Is that what you posted up?
Plus, she was smoking weed.
She was smoking weed in front of her. She struck my video. She struck my video for showing her child, but it's the whole panel is still up on Sammy's channel of her smoking the weed in front of the child. And then Vinny was dancing around in his underwear while touching his nether regions, and her child was standing on the stairs looking at the laptop while he was doing it. It's on Stewie's Twitter. Just go find the clip. Okay, we're getting off?
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
We'll chat later, Kirsty.
All right.
Bye, love.
Bye.